In the history of football, there are events that surpass the outcome of a match, turning into catalysts for intense emotions and never-ending debates. One of these is the incident of the pig's head thrown onto the field aimed at Luis Figo, an icon of betrayal in the football world when he returned to Camp Nou after his decision to move to Real Madrid. The story didn't end there. History seemed to repeat itself when Dembélé, a former Barcelona striker, scored against his old team and celebrated enthusiastically in the PSG jersey. These two events, though decades apart, once again raise questions about loyalty, respect, and the nature of betrayal in football. Luis Figo was once the pride of Barcelona, transitioning from being the most beloved to the most hated when he decided to move to arch-rivals Real Madrid. This transfer wasn't just a turning point in Figo's career, but also a sign of change in the club's approach to transfers. Shifting from building a team based on loyalty and love for the jersey to buying stars at any cost. This transition created a deep rift between Figo and the Barcelona fans. It was seen as a betrayal of the essence and values of the club. When Figo joined Barcelona from Sporting in 1995, he quickly became one of the world's most valuable football stars with superb technique, speed, and playmaking ability. Figo helped Barca win numerous titles, most notably La Liga and the Champions League. His relationship with the Barcelona fans was incredibly close, as Figo was considered the soul and heart of the team. However, everything began to change in the summer of 2000. When Florentino Perez, in his bid for the presidency of Real Madrid, promised fans that he would bring Figo to the Santiago Bernabeu. When this promise became a reality, the entire football world couldn't believe it. The $62 million transfer not only shattered the world transfer record at the time, but also represented the biggest betrayal in football history. Barcelona fans couldn't accept that Figo, an icon of the club, would move to their bitter rivals. This betrayal created a deep wound in the hearts of the fans. They felt deceived and hurt, and the relationship between Figo and the fans could never be repaired. Figo's transfer decision not only affected his relationship with the Barcelona fans, but also ushered in a new era in football, where clubs were willing to spend large sums to secure the signatures of top players. It also opened a new chapter in the rivalry between Barcelona and Real Madrid, making every encounter between the two teams more tense and dramatic than ever before. The match between Barcelona and Real Madrid always carries a lot of emotions, but nothing could prepare fans, as well as the entire football world, for the shocking event that occurred in 2002. When Luis Figo returned to Camp Nou, this time wearing the colors of Real Madrid, he became the target of anger and disappointment. In the match, as Figo stepped up to take a corner kick, a pig's head, symbolizing extreme opposition, was thrown onto the field. This event not only sparked a wave of outrage in the football community, but also became a symbol of the emotional betrayal fans felt from Figo's transfer. I often ask Luis to pass to me when I'm close to him during corner kicks, but this time I couldn't because of the strange objects thrown from the stands. Coins, knives, bottles of Johnny Walker or JB whiskey? I thought I should stay away, leave Figo alone. Then I saw it. It was lying there on the grass of the Camp Nou stadium. A severed pig's head was presented as a gift for Figo. We Spaniards call it cochinillo. Someone had secretly hidden the pig's head on them, waiting until Figo was as close as possible before throwing it down. A pig's head. How could someone manage to bring a pig's head into the stadium? What was that person thinking? It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I remember telling David Beckham that he would never see anything like it. It was enmity, bitterness, politics, and pride surpassing a simple football match, and it all revolved around Figo, recounted former teammate Michel Salgado. That was Figo's third season with Real Madrid, and at that point, cursing Figo seemed more like a media act than a momentary anger. There have been backstage stories trying to identify the perpetrator of that pig's head, but to no avail. Meanwhile, chefs described it as an insult to the pig and a loss of value for the dish. On the other hand, a member of Barcelona's leadership accused the Madrid media of fabricating the incident because no Catalan would eat pork, suggesting that a journalist had prepared the pig's head in their camera bag and thrown it in. The media from both sides continued to bicker, with Figo caught in the middle. Figo also recounted feeling so scared he wanted to cry when he returned to Camp Nou wearing the Real Madrid jersey. It's understandable because if you stand among over 10,000 people wanting to devour you, it's only human to feel fear. You can choose to sympathize with Figo or condemn him, it doesn't matter. Figo had a better career because of the betrayal. That's an undeniable fact. Sometimes it's moments like that that provide enough motivation to shape Barcelona and Real Madrid as they are today. Figo didn't just create his own story, it's the story of Perez, the Galacticos, Ronaldinho, and all the greatness that followed. The reaction from Barcelona fans wasn't just shown through jeers every time Figo touched the ball, but also culminated in the act of throwing the pig's head onto the field. This event is not only a symbol of anger, but also a stark image of tension between players and fans, between loyalty and professionalism. However, Figo's case might not be unique. Nearly 2 decades later, another Barcelona player, Dembélé, made fans ponder these values again. Dembélé sparked a new wave of outrage among fans when he celebrated fervently after scoring against his former team while wearing the PSG jersey. Dembélé, who had been supported by Barcelona through difficult times, chose to express joy without recalling the past or his relationship with the old club. In Dembélé's case, despite the ups and downs during his time at Camp Nou, the club demonstrated support and patience with the French player. Dembélé faced numerous injuries since joining Barcelona from Borussia Dortmund in the summer of 2017. Yet instead of showing disappointment or impatience, Barcelona provided him with all the necessary resources for recovery. This included ensuring he received top medical care and the necessary time to fully recover, evidence of the long-term commitment the club has for its players. In addition to physical care, Barcelona also provided off-field support for Dembélé, helping him adjust to life in Catalonia and offering psychological support. The club recognized the importance of personal stability for on-field performance and didn't hesitate to invest in that stability. During tough times when many fans and the press questioned Dembélé's future at Barcelona, the club showed patience and trust in his talent. Coaches and club leadership frequently voiced support for Dembélé, emphasizing their belief that he could overcome challenges and contribute to the team. One of Barcelona's most memorable acts of support for Dembélé came during a La Liga match when the entire team wore jerseys with Dembélé's name and number printed on them to encourage him after a severe injury. This not only demonstrated the club's support, but also the camaraderie and solidarity within the dressing room. The reaction of Barcelona fans to Dembélé's actions was one of anger and disappointment. Many even saw it as a betrayal similar to Figo's case. But is this comparison entirely fair? While Figo moved to a direct rival with a transfer deal in place, Dembélé departed in the context of an expiring contract and a decision to seek a new challenge. In both cases, fan outrage stemmed not only from the players leaving but also from how they did so, whether by signing with a rival or celebrating in a disrespectful manner. When he joined PSG, Dembélé hoped to restart his career. However, his departure from Barcelona wasn't a smooth ending, with many fans feeling betrayed after all the club had done for him, from patiently waiting for his recovery from injury to providing an environment for his development. Dembélé may face similar reactions to Luis Figo, including being targeted with thrown objects like the pig's head, which is a speculation many fans might consider based on the past. Indeed, football and society have undergone significant changes, and the way fans express their emotions has also evolved towards more positive avenues in today's age. Social media and other media platforms provide many ways for fans to express support or dissatisfaction without resorting to negative actions on the field. While disappointment and anger may still exist, the football community and organizations nowadays advocate for a safe and positive environment for both players and fans.